Hello, Michelle.
Yeah.
Hi, this is David. Thanks for taking my call. I'm calling about the house loans. And I am a local
Yeah.
realtor, and I was calling because I work with a lot of buyers and sellers in the area. And just wanted to find out how I can help you and what I can do to help you.
We're good.
So when you say we're good, have you sold the house, or are you just not looking to work with agents at this point in time?
It's not just me. I'm with my sister, and we are not ready at the moment to work with an agent.
I respect that. I respect that, Michelle. How much time do you think you and your sister will take before you might decide to hire a strong agent to help you get it sold?
I don't know.
Okay. And based on the pictures, am I correct in assuming that the house is it's not currently occupied?
Correct. The house is empty.
Okay, it's empty right now. Michelle, and I know you don't know me, but how would you rate your motivation to get this property sold quickly and for the most money on the scale of 0 to 10? 10, of course, being the most motivated. Where would you rate yourself?
Oh, we are very motivated. Of course, we don't want to keep an empty house just sitting there.
Of course, I get that. And I found it on Zillow. I mean, and I know that you have your YouTube video. Sounds like you've been doing some marketing there. Besides the YouTube and Zillow, how else are you marketing the property?
That's it. We're not doing anything else.
Okay. And the price of $895, how did you determine that price on the home?
Oh, that was my sister. My sister and my father.
Okay.
But, we realize that it's a little high. We understand that.
Gotcha. Okay. But I get it. I've sold plenty of houses personally, and for family, and you don't want to leave money on the table. So there are times you price it high just to see what the market will do. Where do you think it should be priced?
Probably between 840 and 850, maybe.
Somewhere in that range. Okay. Are you currently flexible on the price that you're offering? If you got a good offer, would you be negotiable?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. And you and your sister, why did you guys decide to sell it yourself versus hiring someone?
I don't know. My sister wanted to.
Okay.
When there's two of you, you have to go by what the other one says. My sister wanted to go do it on our own.
Okay. Has she had experience selling homes before, or just from watching all
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Does she watch a lot of HGTV?
Yeah.
It sounds like my brother. He believes that he can buy and flip houses and renovate houses and make all this money. I'm like, it's not as easy as they show it on TV.
No, it's not. Definitely not.
If you guys got to a point, Michelle, where you said, listen, what we're doing isn't working and we need to hire someone, what would you expect from that agent? If you hire someone to sell your home, what would you expect them to do for you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't have time for this right now.
I know, and I'll wrap this up really quickly.
I've sat through this conversation, I don't know how many thousands of times so far.
Oh, you're getting a lot of calls?
Tremendous amount of
Oh
calls.
my goodness.
And every time I get suckered into the conversation again, and now I don't want to be rude, but
no, I get it. Listen, if you've had a conversation,
I don't want to go through it.
I completely understand, and I'll wrap this up. Yeah.
She's not ready.
Yeah.
We're not signing. If you would like to show the house, by all means.
Of course.
I'll be there. I can come open the door for you.
Okay, so you're close. You're close by.
We'll pay 2% to the agency.
Yes.
And that is fine.
Gotcha.
But that's where we're at right now.
All right, so a conversation that I know you haven't had with anyone else, and the reason why I'm calling, Michelle, I saw the house was on the market for almost 50 days and it hasn't sold yet. I just didn't know if you were aware on how that's going to negatively affect how much you can sell the home for because it's been on the market so long. Has anyone talked to you about that?
Why? What happens after it's on for 50 days?
Right. So I would tell you what my opinion is, but I just want to ask you a question. If you were looking in the neighborhood and you saw a house on the market for like weeks and weeks and weeks and it's never sold, what would you start thinking about that house if it were you?
See, I have a different mentality. I go in, I look at the house, and I make an offer on what I feel that house is worth. That's what I've done all 3 times that I've purchased a home.
Yep.
I don't go by what it's listed at. I make an offer for what I think it's worth.
I'm sort of the same way.
You know, maybe to go see the house, I might be deterred within a certain dollar amount. I might not go.
Right.
Because right off the bat it's too high, but if it's close to my range, I'll go look at it.
You'll go look at it.
And I've gone to look at several homes that are close to my mom's price on her house.
Okay.
Some maybe even 50,000 lower, let's say. Between, we've seen 840, 860, we've seen a bunch.
Okay.
We've gone to all the open houses that were around. And none were better than my mom.
Gotcha. None were better, so.
My mother's house is it's a solid house.
It looks it.
It's a solid house, it's a gorgeous house. And she owned it from when it was built.
Okay.
So they're the first owners of the house. They took very good care of it. And, it's a little dated, but it's not a dated that's falling apart, rusted and cruddy and disgusting. It's clean and it's in good shape.
I see that from the pictures.
Someone can easily live there, no problem. And when they have time in the future, they can make their changes.
I agree with you. I agree.
I've seen some crap. I've seen houses that were renovated, and I say to myself, "You renovated this like this to sell it?
Yeah.
This is horrible. Like I gotta start new again."
Yeah, I've seen those too, Michelle.
That's also part of the reason why my sister and I chose not to make the renovation, because we said if we do anything, it's never going to be to someone else's liking. Everybody's going to have an opinion.
Smart choice, Michelle. My clients that have homes like yours that are move-in ready, although they need to be updated, the way I sell those is I tell potential buyers and their agents, this is a solid house, it's a great home, it's priced where you can come in, you make the renovations, you make this house what you want it to be, because I don't want to choose the wrong colors and the wrong materials and you don't like it. So we're going to price it so you come and do the work. I mean, it makes sense. So I think you're right, Michelle.
There's a solid oak staircase, the risers are oak also, including the banister. I mean, you can't find that nowadays. It's all plywood. And
right.
If you go look at the tiles are not chipped and cracked and broken.
Right.
There's no grime in the grout. It's clean.
Yeah.
And it's pristine. It's a little older, but it's not disgusting, is what I'm trying to say.
It's a clean house.
I don't know how to be more. I don't know what else to say.
No, I think you.
I get it.
I think
it's not $8.95. It's not $8.95.
Right. But people just need to be able to see what they could do with it, Michelle. I get that. However, you're a little different than most buyers. A lot of buyers won't do what you do and go walk into a house and make an offer. They just won't go out and see it if it's overpriced. And so if that's happening and they see a house that's sitting there and
my husband and I, get this, we were looking for a house.
Yes.
We wanted to change our home. We didn't want to stay in the town we were in.
Mm-hmm.
I had two small kids, but they're not small anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I had 2 young kids at the time, and we wanted to move out of that town so that the kids could go to a better school.
Okay.
And we went to see some open houses, and we went to look at this one house, and it was listed at $550.
Mm-hmm.
At the open house, my husband right there, he offered him $440. Okay.
Okay.
And the man turned him down. Okay?
Right.
A year later, he sold the house. A year later.
Wow.
Do you know how much he sold the house for?
Probably less than 440.
He sold it for $440.
Wow.
He sold it for exactly what my husband offered him. A year later.
Your husband knows his stuff. I might need to talk to your husband about coming to work and doing some real estate. He seems to know what he's talking about.
My husband does heating and air conditioning.
Okay. He's in and out of houses.
So he's in and out of all kinds of houses. He's seen everything.
I'm sure he has. And Michelle, again, my name is David. Do you mind me asking why you guys are selling your mom's home?
My mom is deceased.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my father, he moved to a smaller house.
To a smaller house. So with the sale of this home, I mean, are you selling this and this is money that goes to your father? Is this money for you and your sister, for selling this home?
Well, it's partially my inheritance, yeah.
Yeah. The reason why I'm asking that, and I'm not trying to be too nosy, the reason I'm asking that
my
is...
My dad is still alive, but, you know...
But in order for it to be part of your inheritance, I'm sure that you want to make sure when you sell this, you don't leave $1 on the table, that you guys walk away getting the most money possible when you sell the home, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And see, the longer this house sits on the market right now, it's a seller and a buyer's market. Our sellers that we list and market are getting top dollar, and buyers are able to get low interest rates. So it's a good situation for buyers and sellers. However, I don't know what the market's going to hold after the election. I don't know what's going to happen with COVID and how that's going to affect the real estate market. I do know the sooner you get this property sold, it means more money for your family. And if I could show you a way to get this property sold, and even after paying a commission, you and your family still walk away with the most money possible, you'd be open to hearing more about that, wouldn't you?
I guess. What agency did you say you're with?
I'm actually with Keller Williams. Yeah.
I've had several calls from agents from Keller Williams.
I'm not surprised. We're actually the number one company. However, I'll tell you a little bit about me. I don't take every listing. I talk to a lot of sellers every day. If I can't help you hit your goal of getting this home sold and maximizing what you put in your pocket, I don't take your listing. You're not obligated to list with me. I'm not obligated to take the listing. It has to make sense for you and your family. And I just want an opportunity for us to show you what we can do to help you. And then it's ultimately up to you and your sister to see if it makes sense. And if it doesn't, we shake hands and we part ways. And if it does make sense, we'd love an opportunity to at least have a discussion with you.
I could talk to my sister. I don't know what she'll say, because I know right now she's not willing.
What do you think keeps her from wanting to list the house? What's her reason for not wanting to list?
I don't know. Maybe partially because she does want to get every cent that she can, and she doesn't want to pay commission.
Okay. That's fair. So then that's really up to me to demonstrate how even after paying commission, typically we get anywhere between 6 to 10% more than most for sale by owners get selling the property on their own. So we always put more money in their pocket. And if I can demonstrate that to your sister and it makes sense to her, I think she would work with us. And if it did make sense, then of course she would never work with us. So that would be on us to, show you what we do and how we do it. And of course, there's no obligation to work with us. If it makes sense, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too.
Right.
I mean, I'd love to give you an opportunity to talk to your sister and see if she would just be open to a conversation, and go from there if that would work for you. I'm no pressure, Michelle. If it makes sense, it makes sense. I'm not here to force you guys into making a bad decision. I just want to give you enough information to make the best decision for you and your family and make sure you're not leaving money on the table. That's all.
Right. Well, I can talk to her and I can get back to you.
Okay. If you have if my number's showing up on your phone, again, my name's David. This is my cell phone number. I can also follow up with you if I don't hear anything back, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I'd love to just follow back up. But please let your sister know this is not high pressure. It's got to make sense for you guys.
Today is Monday?
Yes.
Right. So you're saying calling me back tomorrow?
Yes. Yeah, tomorrow afternoon I have a couple meetings in the morning, but I could schedule a call back sometime around 1:30 or 2.
No, that's too soon.
Too soon? Okay. Would Wednesday make more sense for you?
I don't even know if I'm going to talk to her. So it's like now, make sure I talk to her. I have to make sure I talk to her about this. So.
That makes sense.
I need more time than that.
Okay. Well.
I'm working.
Gotcha.
As we speak.
Okay, so I'm sorry to take you away from your job. Here's what I'll do. I'll schedule something to reach out to you maybe like Wednesday afternoon. And listen, if you haven't talked to her, just say, hey, Dave, I haven't talked to her yet. Call me on Friday.
Okay.
I'm pretty easy that way. But I definitely will put you on my calendar and I'll follow up with you. I know I can help you guys net more money on this home and get it sold. And I just want to have a conversation with the both of you together about how we can do that for you.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Michelle, my name's David. Again, would it make more sense for me to send you an email? I have the address here from Zillow with my name and contact information. Would that be helpful for you if I could send that to you?
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'll let you get back to work. I appreciate your time and speaking with me, and I will follow up with you on Wednesday like we discussed.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So, I know you guys are like listening to this call and you're like, oh, you could have booked the appointment with her and tentatively. And yes, I know I could have done all those things. My purpose with making these calls are to show you guys that if you go through the script and you ask questions, they will talk with you. I know you guys saw she wanted to get off the phone with me. I'm talking to agents. I'm getting the same script. And so I took it from there and I kept her on the phone. Now, one thing a lot of people will pick up on, probably you, Haza, is that in the beginning, I didn't say, well, why are you selling the home? And what's your motivation? What will that do for you? And I purposely didn't do that in the beginning because I noticed the property was vacant and they no longer live there. And when she kept saying it's my mom's home, I knew that there was something there. And so I wanted to dig out a little bit more information first. And then I went back into, let me ask you, why are you selling this home? And she told me. She told me it's her sister. She told me it's the price isn't right, right? We had an open dialogue. So I can get that listing. I know I can get that listing. So I hope these calls, my goal for this call is to motivate you guys and let you know that there is opportunity there. And I'm going to partner up with somebody who is plugged in, to push or morning mindset and scotch and script. Someone that I know is hungry, that's out there, that's doing the work, that's practicing their scripts and their objection handling and their listing presentation. I'm going to partner up with somebody and give them an opportunity to get this freaking listing, because this isn't Harriet. This is someone who's serious, and there's definitely an opportunity there. Almost 2 months on the market, they haven't sold. They want to net the most money possible. What they're doing isn't working. So hopefully that was helpful. I appreciate you guys paying attention and watching the video. And yeah, I'm excited about this one. This one makes me want to come out of retirement and go take the listing my damn self. So anyhow, I'm going to make some more calls. I'll get this one posted. And as always, I want your feedback.